welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Hadidi Makeovers. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also comment. So guys, let's get started. You know, I have been doing the eat tutorial things and all that. I know all these things are not looking normal like the way I upload my videos these days and all that. So guys, yeah, I have been trying to keep up with whatever it is that I am doing, but let's see, this week probably I'm going to make sure everything just falls in place and all that, inshallah. That's after the Ramadan. So guys, let's jump into the video. This is going to be the Eid tutorial, for like the Eid makeup tutorial for somebody who wants something bold, and also if the person is a dark-skinned person, not even though if the person is a light-skinned person, but I feel this makeup goes very well with a dark-skinned person, so just to brighten more of her color and all that. So guys, let's jump right into the video. As you can see, I already cleaned her face using the Miscella cleansing water, as you can see, and then I used the Stay Matte Rimmel London primer. Yeah, and for this video I'm going to be showing you guys how I draw a brows when it's full, like the new updated style I learned, how to draw the brows without carving the brows. As you can see, first of all, I'm going to be using a concealer. I'm using the classic concealer in the shade Chocolate. This concealer is the bomb, guys. It's from Classic Makeup. So I'm going to be applying that all over her brows, making sure this is like I am dyeing the brows, making it look more like her skin, and also the area, all the small hair around the skin, around the brow area is going to disappear like this, just to make sure everything is well blended. You want to make sure you blend that out too. Then I'm going to be using the David's brow pencil in number 18 to draw her brows. But first of all, before I draw her brows, I'll be using the House of Tara powder palette to set the concealer. So after setting the concealer like this, I'm going to be using a powder puff. I bought this brush just recently, the bhcometics brushes. This brushes is the bomb, guys. And yeah, so moving on, I'm going to be, can you see how her brows are looking more light? I'm going to be using the brow pencil from Davis number 18, my favorite brow pencil, guys. You people think this brow pencil is cheap, you think it's just a small brow pencil, but I prefer using it than using this other expensive brow pencil. So guys, as you can see, I'm going to be outlining her brows. Mind you guys, the brows were not carved. Her brows were not carved. They were not plucked. They were not nothing. This is her natural brows. So I'm going to try as much as possible to outline the brows, staying within where her hairline is supposed to be. Then we move. So after outlining her brows, I'm going to be using two concealers to clean the brows. Can you see that? Yep. And we did the other brows. I'm going to be using two concealers to clean the brows, the lagirl concealer in the shade Fawn, and also the same classic concealer I used earlier for her brows. I'll be using the shade Chocolate, the classic concealer, I'll be using the shade Chocolate to do the inner part of the brow. So I'm using the shade Fawn first to clean her brow bone, to make it lighter. I'll be using that. Don't worry, I know it's too light, but everything is just going to sit perfectly. You just trust the process. So after I'm done with cleaning her brows, I'm going to be doing the upper part. I'll be mixing the two shades together. I mixed the Chocolate, the classic concealer in Chocolate, and the lagirl concealer in Fawn. I mixed them together to do the upper part of the brows. So as you can see, I cleaned her brow bones using the shade Fawn, and then I used the classic concealer in the shade Chocolate to do the inner part of the brows. Boom, guys, can you see how clean her brows are looking? And guys, I did not carve the brows. I'm telling you guys again, the brows were not twizzed, not carved, not waxed or anything. So moving on, my favorite part, guys, the foundation, the Kalifa foundation. Guys, I'm not overhyping this foundation. If you know you've bought this foundation and you've used it, please indicate in the comment section below. Let's see ourselves, let's hype ourselves. This foundation is the bomb, guys. I don't know what to say. It's affordable, yet it's just perfect for the skin. So as you can see, I'm going to be using the Kalifa foundation, Kalifa Cosmetics foundation in the shade Ebony to do the whole skin. Can you see that? And yeah, guys, I have a little bit of something to say. I am sorry, guys, if I have not been uploading properly, or if the way I upload is too rough or anyhow like that. It's just because the Ramadan has been keeping me busy. I do have makeup classes like on Sundays, Mondays to Sundays, like that. Throughout the week I have been working, guys, and also I have been seeing your orders of this raw silk thing, and thank you guys for ordering. And yeah, let's move. So after I'm done with her face, I'm going to be highlighting now. I'll be using the same shade in lagirl concealer, the fawn, and also the chocolate in the classic concealer in the shade chocolate. I'll be highlighting the outer part of her face under her eyes with the shade chocolate, and then I'll be using the shade fawn for the inner part of her eyes. So applying on her chin, her cupid bow, the bridge of her nose, and also on her forehead. I want to go very careful with the forehead so that I don't go overboard, because her forehead is very small. It's not too big like that I want to spread concealer all over her forehead and all that. It doesn't make sense, guys. So we move, and yeah, as you can see, I am blending the concealer, and let's wait. So guys, can you see that smooth blend? After I am done blending the concealer, I'm going to be setting her whole face using the powder, the veebeauty powder palette. Guys, this powder is the bomb. I'm using the shade, I think, maroon, to set the whole face. Then I'll be using the Pineapple Cosmetics setting powder. I can't remember what shade that was in again, but I can't remember the shade the Pineapple Cosmetic setting powder was in again. It was when I applied it that I felt, okay, this shade is too light for her skin, but I still went ahead to do that. I will be using the setting spray to fix that. You know me, I am the makeup artist that believes setting spray fixes everything. So this powder was way too light and it was way too much, like the setting powder. And I have this zikel powder palette. I don't know, I have bought like 2 other powder palettes, the zikel powder palette, but I can't find a shade that I can use to contour like this one. So guys, I'm going to be using this zikel powder palette to contour her nose and her cheekbones and her cheeks rather. Can you see that? I don't know, this is like the perfect shade I use for dark skinned people. So I'm going to be contouring her cheekbones, her cheeks. Okay, so I'm going to be contouring her cheeks. So after I contoured her cheeks, I I had to like do a reverse contour using a lighter shade of powder to do that. Can you see now it's showing? It feels as if her skin, she's dark. And then the way you contour, if you don't do something like that or show how different the light and the dark powder is, there's going to be a problem. So I'm going to be using the Ben Nye powder eyeshadow primer to prime her eyes, and then I'll be going into the Lydia Stanley Zikel eyeshadow, like, yeah, the Zikel X Lydia Stanley eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette is just amazing, guys. This is just the bomb. The transition shades from the matte eyeshadows to the pigmented shadows, they are very beautiful, guys. So I'm going to be using the eyeshadow palette to do her eyeshadow. So as you can see, I'll be using a lighter shade first, like the rose gold color. I'll be using that, like the rose gold shade. I'll be using that first, then I'll be using the other champagne gold shade. Is it champagne gold, but a darker gold shade to do the inner part of the center of her eyes, and then I'll be contouring using a dark brown shade, guys. Yep, that is how the eyes was done. Like, and guys, if you notice something, she's wearing a contact lens. Yeah, a contact lens, a blue contact lens, a sapphire blue contact lens, guys. So after I'm done with the eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Luzta Cosmetics eye pigment in the shade, eyeshadow pigment in the shade Milky Way. I'll just be tapping that. I just used the wet wipes on my hands, and then I just tapped on the pigment and then place it on her eyes. As you can see, this pigment is very good. It's very pigmented, guys. You don't want to even touch the high shine pigments, the one I used in my previous makeup video, the one I'm going to be uploading after I upload this one. So I don't know if the English is correct. So my favorite mascara, guys, the 3X compact mascara. I'll be applying that all over her lashes, taking off the fallout. The way I'm applying it, I'm just making sure the pigments that falls on her lashes just goes off, and then yeah, and then I'll be going in with the Mabrook eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. The Mabrook liquid eyeliner, I'll be using it to line her eyes, and then I'll be doing a more extended eyelining. If you notice, the eyeshadow is just way out of her eyes. I did that intentionally just to make her eyes a little bit wider, so that is why I did that. And I'll be winging the liner a little bit longer on the outer part and also on the inner parts, just to make her eyes a little bit bolder. That is why I apply the eyeshadow more from the inner part of her eyes, if you noticed that. So after I'm done applying the eyeliner, you will notice her eyes were a little bit bigger than the way they were. Can you see that? So after that, I'm going to be taking off the setting powder. I told you guys this setting powder was way too light for her skin. I would have used the regular Espon powder, the one I always use every time, but no harm done. I'm going to be using a darker shade of powder to set that. Then I'll be using my setting powder to fix everything perfectly. So I think I'll be uploading this video, will be up on Thursday, depending on how the mood is going to change or how free I am going to be, if I'm able to upload it on Thursday. But if I am not able to upload it on Thursday, maybe the turban tutorial will be coming before the makeup tutorial. I don't know yet. I've not decided yet. So after I'm done with the setting powder, I'm going to be using my favorite all-time blush my all-time favorite blush, the Lady V the Lady V Planet Cosmetics blush in the shade Girls Night Out. I'll be using that all over her cheeks, and then I'll be going in with the setting spray. You guys should watch what happens. Everything will just go perfectly. And yes, I want to correct you guys. I want to make and I just want to say something. If you guys work with this, it's fine. If you don't, then maybe if you try it one day, it's going to work out fine. As you can see, I told you guys the setting spray, the setting powder was too much. It was too light, and then I ended up using a darker shade of powder to correct that. And then when I was applying the setting spray, I applied way too much just to make sure the skin goes in. I just wanted something to go perfect. So yeah, so the face is still damp as I'm applying the Pineapple Cosmetics Glow in Terracotta. I'll be using this glow bronzer to make her glow, guys. You want her to glow. So after that, I'm going to be going in with the Lady V Planet Cosmetics lips in the shade, I think, Daddy's Girl, and also in the shade Nude. I can't remember the other pink name, the pink shade, but the dark purple shade is in the shade Daddy's Girl. So guys, just watch how I create magic with this lipstick. I used the darker one on the outer part and on the upper lip, and then use the pink one on her lower lips, and then blend everything out. Smoothly, and then boom, you have her lips looking all glamorous, guys. So after I'm done with the pink gloss, I'm going to be using the clear lip gloss from, is it Classic? No, the clear lip gloss from Absolute Makeup. No, I don't think it's Absolute, it's Classic Makeup, their clear lip gloss. I'm going to be using that to top it like that. I'm going to be topping up the lips, making sure her lips looks glassy. Can you see that? Boom, it looks super beautiful, guys, and she was glowing all through the day, guys. So if you do love this video, God, English, if you do love this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also comment. This is Hadidi Makeovers. Once again, I love you guys so much, and thank you for 13,000 subscribers, guys. We are growing strongly, guys. Let's just get to 20,000. Let's get to 20,000 before the end of this month, guys. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys on Thursday, or I'll see you guys. Thank you. Bye.